We're actually at Tire Kingdom. Anyways,
we are going to be filming a Q&A because we have not filmed a Q&A in a fat minute, and if
like 2
you're
years.
like a new subscriber, we haven't seen each other in 2 years.
Like that's such a long time.
That's like
the last time I saw you was summer before my junior year.
I was 15 and she was 16.
I was 16.
I'm 17 and she's
I'm
18. So, I think this is a very appropriate video because a lot of people really question our friendship since, one, we haven't saw each other, and, like, two, everyone thinks, like, since we have other best friends,
so we're like, suddenly not friends anymore.
So the first one is, have you had moments where you didn't talk to each other? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I don't even remember, like, the longest time we didn't talk, though.
Right. And it's not like we were, like, fighting or something or, like, beefing.
We just have a lot going on in both our lives that it's just, like, hard to communicate, I guess. I feel like it was maybe, like, a couple of months.
Because, like, you just live in the moment. And, like, we would text, like, 3 times a week, maybe. And then I wouldn't respond.
Or I wouldn't.
Or she wouldn't respond. Or, like, I just genuinely forget.
Same, so.
And, like, because we're so busy at home with our own lives because we're getting old and stuff. So, like.
But we're the friendship where it's, like, we don't see each other for 2 years and we're completely fine. So
and you just pick up exactly where you left off.
And we can go, like, months without talking and it'll be fine.
There was a time where we didn't really talk that much. But the past couple months, we've been doing pretty good.
Next question is college plans. Because Elizabeth's 18.
I'm going to college next year. I'm going to IUPUI. It's downtown Indianapolis because that's where I live. I live in Indiana. So I'm going to IUPUI for nursing. I hope. We'll see how that goes. Always wanted to be a teacher, but nursing is just working out for me right now. And my sister's in nursing school, so I think I'm just going to follow her with that, but. I don't want to grow up. I really just don't want to grow up.
She's graduating.
I don't want to leave high.
What's the biggest difference you notice in one another?
I'd just say you're more mature, which I feel like is the same for both of us.
Yeah.
Like, the very first thing I noticed, which is even before we saw each other, was you were more, like, logically thinking, if that makes sense. And issues and, like, with other people. And, like, before you, like, completely wouldn't understand or, like, I don't know how to
like, always would ask someone else for other help. Other help.
But, like, when situations would occur, you would be, like, logically thinking, like, you knew what you deserved and you knew your place and stuff like that. You're more level-headed, if that makes sense. Last time we saw each other, we couldn't drive. That's the biggest one for me, is that we both drive now.
Yeah, for me too.
Because before, literally, we would just be with her parents the whole entire time, and now this time we're by ourselves filming.
Like, we can just, like, Dunkin', we went to Dunkin'.
We go to Dunkin' every single morning.
For me, to you, just think it's like you're old now. Like, not like old, but like you mature. Like,
I'm like grown.
Like,
almost.
You do older stuff.
Big girl things.
Big girl things. Like,
Big
you
girl
pay,
things.
you have a job now.
I have a job.
Yeah, she has a job now.
I host at a restaurant.
You just do things that you didn't do when
Exactly. And now I, like, pay for my own things and stuff like that, so.
I just find that really weird. Like, the older she gets.
Like, I literally just grew up. I'm, like, responsible. Kinda. I wouldn't push it.
Next question is, was it awkward when you first saw each other? Yes. For me, at least.
For her.
Because it was a surprise, like, trip. I walked into my room and I did not know she was going to be in there. So I was
like, mentally prepared and she wasn't.
She was more anxious. I was like, she's
in my
room.
In shock.
Like, she was just, like, there. So it was, like, really hard for me to process the fact that she was in my room 2 years, like, later, like, not knowing. So for me, it was awkward because I was like, how do I...
For, like, the first hour and a half, she, like, didn't even know what to say.
Like, I didn't know what to do
Me and Heather
were
carrying the conversation. I was like, Emma, come on. Get
But after that, it was fine.
No,
like, it was
like,
really...
the next morning we went and got coffee and everything was fine. So,
yeah.
like, it was a little awkward.
But I feel like after every trip, though, like, every trip we would come down, even if that was, like, a 6-month trip, it was always still awkward the first time.
It is kinda, yeah, I would say. I just have to, like, think about what to say, and then it just clicks.
Next thing is, do you either of you get jealous of each other's best friends?
This question has been asked a million times, and the answer is no.
Like, you go.
We've talked about it so many times. Like, anytime she posts a picture with Michelle, or she's like, oh, my best friend Michelle, whatever, and people are like, oh, Elizabeth's sad right now, or like on her TikToks, I know they're kidding. They're like, Elizabeth's crying right now. Like, but like, no, like, I don't want her to be miserable and not have a best friend here. That's weird.
And that
like,
same goes for her. Like, she has her own friends in Indiana. I have my own friends. It's not like you guys have to understand. It's not like me and Elizabeth's life revolves around each other.
Yes.
Just just because we're friends does not mean it's like,
right,
if we don't have friends or if we're not friends, we die.
Exactly.
Like, it's not like that. It's
like, we expect to be each other's only person.
Exactly, because if so, then we would literally be so miserable. Like, our lives would be so horrible.
Especially because we're so far apart, that's like super unrealistic. And now that, especially when she moved here and she finally like found her friend group, I was like genuinely so happy for her. It's like at her other houses, she like still struggled just because the people were weird. And like the whole YouTube thing makes it kind of hard, but like now that she has like her friend group here, like I was really happy to see it. So it's not like I was jealous or anything.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And adding on to that, I update her a lot with my friends, and my best friends in Indiana, they want to meet her and she wants to meet them. And I literally say it all the time, like I want them to meet so bad.
How much did you FaceTime during a school week? We didn't FaceTime.
This is the kicker. We literally never FaceTime, which is kind of bad.
When I first moved, we FaceTimed like every other day. But as we got older, FaceTiming is just like I don't know. Like it wasn't really necessary.
Right. If it was like something important, we'd call each other right away. And we'd be on the phone for like 2 hours. But like,
I think this would be a good example. If I would call Elizabeth if like something like tea, like tea happened.
Oh, especially like TikTok tea and stuff. We like call each other right away.
Right.
Or like when she had her first kid,
like I called her,
stuff like that. Like we like call each other for important things, but it's not like.
But it's not like where we have like just a conversation like how was your day? That's like for texting basically.
Exactly.
Next is, do either of you have boyfriends now? Well,
I don't. To make it short and sweet, I do not.
I do, so. Do y'all have the same interests? Yeah, I would say for them.
I would say, yeah.
50.
I mean,
we still have the same interests with cheer.
I feel like even in the past, you could say like the only thing we had in common was cheer. We still like the same things, but there's not an actual specific thing.
Like if you think about it, we have nothing in common. Like
Emma and Elizabeth have an epiphany.
Because the only thing we really bonded over was cheer.
Right.
Like that's how our friendship started, was because of cheer.
Exactly.
So I guess
what,
it's just
9
like
years ago?
9 years ago.
Hold on, how I was 9?
I was 8.
Shut up. 9
how is
years.
That possible?
I don't know.
18 and stop. Don't even go there. Don't even.
On us being 18 and 19
it's gonna be 20 and 18.
Do not talk to me.
That's insane. Stop. I can't. We're growing up.
That's like actually terrifying.
That's scary. Do you think your friendship will last forever?
I would say so. I don't see why not.
I feel like just not communicating would end a friendship.
But I feel like we've been friends for so long.
Why don't? Because like I see myself, if I were to get married, I see myself asking Elizabeth to come.
Exactly.
Like I seen Elizabeth coming to most important things.
Exactly. Like I've talked to her mom about it before. Since we didn't see each other for so long, she's like how are you feeling? Like are we still like friends or whatever? I was like, yeah, me and him are good. Like we've literally been friends for so long that I literally think of her parents as my parents also. Like I am like so extremely comfortable around them that I might as well literally be a third child. Like she's literally a second mom to me, so I don't see why it would be
a way to end a friendship.
Exactly. Like I don't think I could ever
it's gonna be different when we both go off to college, because it's gonna be two different like lifestyles, even if I don't go to college, but like we're gonna be like old, starting meeting new people,
like it's literally like family love. Like family love doesn't go away. So
exactly. Was it hard to rekindle the same joy as before? No, I don't think so.
Like we said, we literally just picked back up where we ended off. We can genuinely be so weird with each other. I don't know, some things that we do, like
let's not give examples.
We're just super comfortable around each other. We can make stupid jokes and literally act like 8-year-olds that like, with some of my friends in Indiana, I would be like embarrassed to like act so immature.
One thing you miss the most about each other? Me, it's just being able to be myself, because I've only been
exactly what I was gonna say.
Because it's just hard, because like yeah, I do trust my friends and like my like Florida friends, but it's just not the same as a 9-year friendship.
Just being so extremely comfortable. That's just what it is being so extremely comfortable with someone, like literally might as well be my sister type thing. Okay, so this is kind of like a two-parter. To wrap it up, where did you meet and why has it been 2 years? Story short, we met at cheer when we were little.
Yes.
And then we've been friends ever since until she moved. That was a whole other thing.
Yeah.
It's been 2 years.
Basically because one, COVID.
Mostly because of COVID, so I'll do the explaining. So we were with each other one summer. I don't even remember when it was. And then I usually come spring, summer, fall, because I don't go Christmas because that's like family time. And then that fall break, I couldn't come because our schedules didn't line up and I was too busy. So that sucked. And then we didn't go Christmas because we never do. And then came March, and then that's when COVID hit.
And then it was summer. And then fall. And then spring.
And then now we're at spring.
Yeah.
So it's been almost 2 years since then.
It's basically because once it was busy and the rest of it was COVID. It's because you're flying down to Florida. Like, she has to.
Right.
So her dad just, like, finally said yes.
Right. Because my parents have, like, the vaccine now. And I was mostly worried because of my parents. So my parents have the vaccine now. And then now, like, people are just traveling now, which kind of sucks. But we did it safely.
Hopefully that helps you, like, returning subscribers understand about our friendship, because like I said, it's been 2 years and there hasn't been any videos, no photos, no nothing about Elizabeth.
Low-key, we didn't even take pictures this time.
Let's not talk about it.
Let's
not even talk about it.
Our schedule this time was so disorganized. See, whatever.
But anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you all very soon.
Bye.
Well, bye.